Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video, we are going to understand how to automatically send email to new person in follow-up boss. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new person in my follow-up boss account, then I want to send an email to that person. So now to do this, I need to build a connection between these applications, for which I'm going to use this amazing automation software, that is Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn more about this, follow me through the screen. In this video, we are going to understand how to send email for new follow-up boss person. So here my objective is that whenever a new person is created in follow-up boss, then I want to send an email to that person. So now to automate this entire process, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, and as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button, and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm signing in. Now this here is the all applications page. So here I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. In the meanwhile, subscribe to our channel. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as send email for new follow-up boss person. And on my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders which I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as follow-up boss automation, because this is the automation for follow-up boss. So now here I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in a workflow, we can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to send email for new follow-up boss person. So in order to do that, firstly, I will go to my trigger window, and over here, I'm going to search for follow-up boss as my trigger application, and here it is. And the trigger event will be new person added. So this trigger will start working whenever a new person will be added in my follow-up boss account. So now moving to my action window, as I want to send an email, so here I'm going to use Gmail as my action application, and the action event will be to send email. So over here, as you can see that I have selected my action application and the action event along with my trigger application and the trigger event. My objective is to send email for new follow-up boss person. So in order to do that, firstly, I need to establish a connection between follow-up boss and Pabbly Connect. So to do that, here I'm going to click on connect. And now to add a new connection, I need to mention the API key or password over here. So read the instruction given below carefully, because this will help you to get the API key. So I'm going to take you to my follow-up boss account. Over here, I will go to admin. In admin, I will go to more, and over here, I will go to API. So now over here, these are the existing API keys. I'm going to create a new key by the name of latest. And here I'm going to click on create API key. I'm going to copy this API key, and in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to paste it and click on save. So here you can see that follow-up boss and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So as the connection is established, here I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as I did that, here you can see it is waiting for a response. That means now I need to do a test submission or record so that the details could be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So here to add the new person in follow-up boss, I have created a form, and this here is the form by the name of contact form where I've added the details as well. So here is the first name, last name, email and the phone number, and now I'm going to submit this form. So when I will click on submit, then the details of this form response will get captured in Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to submit this form. So it says, thank you, your submission has been received, and this form submission would have been captured in Pabbly Connect. So now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect. So here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that I have received a response, and over here in the response, you can see that the event is of people created. But the details of the form submission is not over here. Instead of that, we have got the resource ID. So I will go to this add action step. And over here in this action window, I'm going to use follow up boss once again as my action application this time. So here the action event will be to get person. So over here, I'm going to select my action event as get a person, and now I'm going to click on connect. So as I've already established a connection once in this workflow, I will go with the existing one and click on save. And over here you can see that once again follow-up boss is connected with Pabbly Connect. So now here I need to mention the person ID. So in order to mention this person ID, I'm going to use a method that is mapping. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous step. So as from the previous step received, I have got this person ID. So here I'm going to map it. So once I've mapped the person ID, now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received a response, and over here in the response you can see the name. Here's the first name, last name. Here's the stage, that is of lead. Scrolling down to other details, here you can see the email, and here is the phone number. That means over here in Pabbly Connect, I've successfully got the form submission details over here. So now as I want to send an email to this lead, so now here I will go to this action window of Gmail, and now I need to establish a connection between Gmail and Pabbly Connect. So in order to do that, I'm going to click on connect. So now in order to add a new connection, you just have to connect with your Gmail account. So over here, I'm going to click on allow, as this is a secure access. And the authorization was successful. So now over here you can see that Gmail and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So now to mention the details in these fields, I'm going to use the method that is mapping. So as I've received the response from follow-up boss, so here from that response received, I'm going to map the email ID. So here I've mapped it. Now moving to the sender name. So here let's say that I'm going to keep the sender name as Pabbly Connect. So now as I've mentioned the sender name, so now moving to the detail of email subject and the email content. So in these fields, I'm going to frame the content. So over here, I have framed the email subject and the email content. So the email subject will go as test user is now a part of Pabbly Connect contact. So from this response received, I'm going to search it. So over here, you can see this here is the email subject, that is test user is now a part of Pabbly Connect contacts. So this here is the email subject, and over here is the email content. So after hello, I want to mention the name of the person. So again from the response received, I have mapped the name. So it goes as thank you for filling up the contact form. We are delighted to welcome you to Pabbly Space. We will send you updates on these given details. So again from the response received, I'm going to map the name. Now I'm going to map the email. So here is the email, I've mapped it. Now moving to the phone number field. So again from the response received, I'm going to map the phone number. So this here is the phone number and I've mapped it, and this email content ends with thanks and regards Pabbly Connect. So over here, as you can see that in these fields, I have mapped the details. So this method of mapping is important so that every time you're going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as you can see, I have mapped the details successfully in these fields. So now moving ahead, if you want to add an attachment, you can do that. As of now, I'm going to leave this field blank, and here I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. So this here is a positive response. That means an email would have been successfully sent to this person. So I'm going to show you the email as well. So here you can see that this here is the email. Here it goes as test user is now a part of Pabbly Connect contacts. Here you can see after hello is the name of the person, and here are the details of the person. That means an email is successfully sent to that person. So over here in follow-up boss, you can see that over here is the person details as well. And over here you can see the email which is sent. So that means an email is successfully sent to new follow-up boss person. So this automation is a successful one. That means now whenever a new person will be added in follow-up boss, then automatically an email will be sent to that person. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.